today with this makeup look, and this is a full face tutorial, as you guys can see, and it is featuring the latest Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Shadow Couture palette, and what's really cool about this video is that it is my first collab, and I am collabing with my friend Brittany, also known as Brit's Makeup Diary, here on YouTube. We both decided that we are going to film a nighttime look, and this is my look here. So you guys definitely need to check out her look. Her look is going to be featuring this lovely blue color that's in this palette, and I did want to give you guys some specs on this palette as well. I don't know if you guys have ever purchased any of the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows, single eyeshadows or palettes before, but the colors are so bomb and they are so pigmented. When she posted this on Instagram, I knew I just had to have this palette, especially when I saw that the color Morocco, which is this color right here, was featured in the palette. So I'll do a quick swatch. You guys can see that color right there. That is Pink Champagne, which is featured in this look, as well as Intense Glaze. Like, these eyeshadows are so beautiful. Yeah, words can't describe. I'll have full swatches of all of these colors on my blog, but here's just a brief overview and look on the colors. For this eyeshadow look, I use Morocco, Soft Peach Fudge, Intense Glaze, Bellini, and Pink Champagne. Yes, and I am really loving it. So I not only purchased one of these palettes for myself, but I did purchase one for you guys as well. And you want to stay tuned to the end of the tutorial so you can see how you can enter and win your very own Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture palette. Again, do not forget to go ahead and watch Brit's Makeup Diary. All her information will be down below in the description box as well. And go check out her look. So let's get right into it. So first things first is I'm gonna prime my eyelids, and I'm using my LA Girl concealer, and I'm gonna blend that out on my lid and also underneath my lid as well. I'm gonna follow up with my pressed powder, and that is by Milani Cosmetics, just to set that concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the color Morocco, and I'm gonna apply that to my crease using a MAC blending brush. So I'm gonna just go back and forth in windshield wiper motion, taking that all the way inside to the inner corner of my eye. Next up, I'm also using a MAC blending brush here with the color Fudge, and I'm gonna be applying that into the outer third of my eye. I guess I'm kind of making a V, but I'm really just trying to keep it right there in that corner. So next up, I am following in again with the color Morocco. Just in case I lost any of the pigmentation, just reapplying that color. The next color I'm using is the color Intense Glaze, and I'm doing that on the outer half of my lid. I'm making sure I'm using patting motions and keeping it right on the lid and not bringing it too far up. So keeping it right there at the lid. So I'm going back in with that same blending brush that I used for Fudge, and I'm just gonna blend out that Intense Glaze so that I have a smooth transition. So next up is the color Pink Champagne, and I'm also trying to keep that color right there on the lid and not bringing it too far into the crease. So I did want that Pink Champagne color to be a little more intense, so I did spray my brush with a setting spray so that it can have more of a full light look. And again, I'm just going back with Intense Glaze just in case I lost any of that pigmentation when applying the pink champagne. And making sure those two blend nicely in the middle. So I'm going back again with Morocco and just blending out and making sure everything is smooth and even. So I'm going to go ahead and use a baby wipe to clean up the edges of this eye look. So I went ahead and applied Noir just to deepen up my crease a little bit. And I'm going to go and use that same blending brush that I used with the color Fudge just to blend that out evenly. Next up, I'm using the color Bellini in my inner tear duct. And I have to admit, guys, I'm not that great at doing my eyeliner, let alone to be doing it on camera. So yeah, the struggle is real, so I'll be doing that off camera. You see how real that struggle is? Filling in my waterline, and I'm using a Rimmel kohl pencil. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply my foundation and concealer off camera. So right here, my foundation and concealer is already applied, and I'm going to be going back into the color Bellini and just adding some more vibrance into the tear duct. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab the color Fudge and Morocco and smear that under my lash line as well. And I'm going to go ahead and try and get those bottom lashes, what I have of bottom lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and follow up with mascara underneath those just to bring them out a little bit. I'm following up with my MAC blush, and I'm gonna apply that to my cheekbones. And I forgot to mention to you guys that I did apply lashes off camera as well, and the struggle is super real getting those on. So next up is my Becca highlight, and that is in the color Topaz, and I'm using a fan brush to apply that. And I apply that highlight on the highest points of my cheek, the bridge of my nose, and also my Cupid's bow. Now I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips, but not also line the outside. I'm gonna fill them in more than I normally do. And this is the color Mauve. It's by Jordana Cosmetics. So after filling in majority of my lips, I'm going to apply my MAC lipstick, and that is in the color Blankety, focusing it more on the center. And I'm going to grab my lip pencil again and just reline the outer part of my lip. And voila, there goes the finished look.